Any moment now. There they are, the revs are rising, and we are away in the Moto2 European Championship. Milan Pavlic on pole. Harrison Vogt tries to get away well. He's in P2, he's still in P2 as we approach the first corners in the opening exchanges of this race. Race 2 in the European Championship, but it's currently Pavlic who leads.
Dennis Foggia looks like he had a good start, looked like he gained a couple of places early on, running in P4 from P7. Harrison Vogt earlier on in race 1 did get the jump on Pavlic at turn 1 but ran wide. That allowed Pavlic through, so this time the number 27 was a bit more cautious, but it's Pavlic who leads after turn 5.
Unai Radja as well got away well. He's now in P3. He'll have learned his lesson last time around. He needs to get ahead. He needs to try and take advantage of the space that's in front of him. But Harrison Vogt, again, in P2, is going to need to try and be defensive there and not let Radja pass, because Radja's got serious pace.
We know Radja has got the pace to fight with Pavlic. Pavlic will probably be looking to build a gap to Vogt like he did in race 1 this morning, but he'll need to make sure he's got more in hand over Radja given what we saw in race 1.
Yeah, a real incredible race earlier today. This one shaping up brilliantly as well as we go through turn 12 and down towards turn 13. A real hot spot there.
Francesco Mongiardo was just making a move on Foggia, so Foggia actually dropped back again to P6, but back fighting with Mongiardo is the number 7 who leads that fight for P6.
Yeah, still all of these riders very much in contention. Palomera there trying to make a move on Mongiardo as we approach the start finish straight here.
Pavlic still leading from Vogt, around 3/10 of a second, the gap between the pair. Radja 2/10 back from the number 29. You would think that Radja will look to put a move on him pretty quickly, and it looks like he's going to close the gap right up through the long right-hander at turn 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Radja showing exactly what we expected from him this time around. Really needs to push on, and there is the move. Unai Radja edges ahead of Harrison Vogt, pushing the Australian down into P3. Radja now looking to put the pressure on Milan Pavlic. Once again, these two, Milan Pavlic and Unai Radja, engaged in a fantastic duel, one that we've been blessed to watch for the past couple of seasons, and once again renewed here at Magny-Cours in France. Oh, we've got an issue there as well.
It was Iker Garcia who came down at turn 5, just losing the front. Very easy to do there, despite it being such a slow speed corner. You carry a bit too much speed or you go slightly wide, and yeah, the front just tucking away from the number 11 there.
Well, a frustrating.
Still Fernandez having to defend from Pavlic as they head into turn 5. The number 44 does make the move, under braking, taking back P2.
Fantastic stuff from Pavlic. We said you couldn't rule him out, and he took full advantage of that moment. Now in P2 is Milan Pavlic. Is he able to hold off the assault from Eric Fernandez? For the time being, he is. But this is not a battle that's going to reduce its intensity anytime soon.
No, it's absolutely not. These two are going to fight it out, hammer and tong, for this second place finish. They do need to start closing the gap to Radja if they do think they've got a chance of winning. The gap is approaching a second now, or just over 8/10. Has Pavlic got the late race pace to go with Radja this time?
A battle for the last spot on the podium with Eric Fernandez. Pavlic just trying to get close enough to make a move as we go down the start finish straight, approaching turn 1.
Pavlic was slightly faster than Radja on that last lap. Not much between it though, less than 1/10 of a second.
Leaders of the race, Unai Radja and Milan Pavlic, would be a very tough ask indeed.
Yeah,
we're obviously showing that he does have
3 seconds to make up, barring suddenly finding 1 second a lap just to catch up with Radja. It's very unlikely. The gap between Radja and Pavlic down to around half a second again. Obviously Pavlic will gain through turns 3, 4 and 5.
Our current championship leader, Unai Radja, looking to counter that. He was leading for much of the race. He was overtaken on that last lap. And Pavlic just has not looked back, has he?
No, Radja's got a lot of work to do. It's around half a second or more. Well, in fact, it's up to a second now So barring any misfortune from Pavelec, you would think he's got enough in hand to cover Oradre for victory. And Oradre's got almost 3 seconds to hand over Morossi as well.
Morossi then provisionally in P3 on this final lap. It is Milan Pavelec who leads, meaning Unai Oradre on course for another podium, but denied once again the win, and denied the win once again by Milan Pavelec. What a rivalry this is proving to be between these two. But since overtaking Oradre, Pavelec has really just put the hammer down, hasn't he? He's surging ahead. He's looking to win in style.
He has put the hammer down, as you said. He didn't want to give Oradre any hope of fighting back on this last lap as he heads into the final complex of corners.
Yeah, we're heading down towards turn 15. Oradre nowhere in sight. Milan Pavelec is riding alone, much as he was in race 1 come the end of the race. Here it is, there's the celebration. Milan Pavelec with the wheelie to celebrate another victory. Absolutely incredible. What a weekend for the pole here in Magny-Cours. Unai Oradre finishes in P2, another podium.